like that.
Right.
So yeah, cool. So yeah, we're here with Zach Burton today. We're in Ohio. Brian Hicks is joining us.
Howdy.
Howdy. You know, we put these out. Really, the purpose of this is to share Zach's story of kind of restoring faith, healing. Part of that healing is for people. It's also for the planet. It's connected to nature. It's connected to some of the ancient wisdom that we live by. Some have been lost. But today we have Brian here. We're going to talk a little bit about healing and faith and the importance of faith in healing and what that looks like. And Brian you guys have known each other for a long time.
Yeah.
Worked here.
Freshman
Yeah,
year.
we're in freshman year. That's it.
Yeah. Then you worked here for a while.
Yeah, and then I worked here for
When did you start working here?
10 years ago.
There was a point where I put everything was 10 years ago.
Yeah,
Like if you
I'd
asked me, I'd be
say
like,
at
it's
least.
10 years.
Everything
least.
comes back to the boo bam bam.
Yeah.
That's how we met.
Yeah.
But anyways,
I probably dug the plant so they ended up buying.
Yeah.
So,
very true.
Yeah.
You got some Brian sweat and tears in your bamboo grow now.
Well, it's paying dividends.
Yeah,
It's doing well.
Good.
Privacy's green.
But I mean, so Brian, somewhere along the line, you got some bad news about your health.
Yeah. Found out I had cancer. Non-Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Man.
But before that, you were working here,
Yeah.
and before even my journey began, Brian was one of the first to see some pictures of mine, right?
Yeah.
Mostly they were the smoke pictures that I've showed you now.
Yeah.
But I think that had probably end of 2021, because that's when it started, so early 2022 as well. I always laugh too because of it's you know this, can't enough time to go over it all, but once the rocks started, I remember showing you some of the rocks, and I remember like yesterday, you're like, I can't, dude. Those are your damn pictures, you know. It's so damn funny. But the point of it is, because of the pictures, you knew it was real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's more the subject of the whole story here. Here's your proof.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And so if you connected to this video on restoring faith and healing, and we're talking about the pictures, there's a couple other videos where you'll be able to see what we're talking about. The pictures, the fire ceremony, the smoke, kind of spirits revealing themselves through that. And we can't unpack it all in this video. We really want to focus on Brian's story of healing, but that's what it's referred to. So they'll be connected in here, and you can go and check them out.
Yeah. And again, this is your story. It's not mine, but to lead up to kind of how it started, I have to tell that, obviously.
Yeah.
But and we covered the fire videos and
Yeah.
my dog and the goose and stuff, but I was being told I could heal, right? And just like everything, I was questioning myself with it, and they didn't let it stop. They just telling me this over and over, and then it happened with my dog and Thunderbird.
Yep.
And anyways, you came out after you were working, and I remember it like yesterday because I was being pushed to, do an energy prayer over you, and I still was fighting it, man. And you worked here all day.
Yeah.
And it finally came to you. Were literally, you were saying bye. You were getting in your van, and just like everything else, man, they were like smacking me across the face. And I finally asked you if I could do it, and the rest is your story to tell. I did it, and
Yeah, I mean, after I had seen everything, being a part of watching it all unwind over the last couple of years.
Pictures and
yeah,
stuff.
pictures and all of it, even then fire most recent, which was crazy. But you asked to do that prayer, and I believe in energy.
Exactly.
It's real. You have to. It's
what it all
like,
is.
yeah, it's magnets. It brings us together. And so you asked to do that prayer, and I did. I was going through chemo or whatnot, but the prayer, sure, yes, believe, yeah, let's give it a shot. Well, me and his son, and I feel like I'm in my cancer right now. As far as I know, that it's gone.
Wow.
And I feel like he was a big help in leading me there.
This isn't saying don't seek a doctor and
no, definitely don't.
obviously.
Yeah.
But
this is just something that I believe that it helped. It helped me.
Yeah. And it wouldn't have been possible without your faith.
No, yeah, exactly. It wasn't at all one bit. That I'm a believer. So,
And that's one thing and we talked about, and we want to talk about here too, is like how important is faith in healing, and why is it so necessary, and from an energy standpoint,
that's everything. It's the energy and believing it, because everything is energy, right? Everything's frequency, vibration. So, I mean, Albert Einstein said it, right?
Yep.
Everything is energy. So, match that frequency, and you'll have that energy. And that's all it is with everything, Now, and that also goes hand in hand, though. If he wouldn't have believed, or even if there would have been somebody else standing with us that didn't believe it, energy can block energy.
Yeah.
Right. I personally believe that's why, like, Christ would say, don't cast your pearls to swine. You're wasting your time. It's just a fact, buddy.
Yeah.
But he believed. And for me, as far as what I've been guided is, that's the reason for the pictures. The pictures started out for me, telling me, right? But
I've been telling you a long time you need to tell people.
I'm sorry?
I've been telling you a long time you need to tell people.
I know, man. It's great. People have different reactions for it, but
exactly.
But that's fine. It is what it is. People have the ears to hear will hear, and the ones that have those ears life can be changed for them.
Absolutely.
And a lot of that's just nature. No, it ain't. Something happened when you got here.
Yeah, that was not something I was expecting. When you walked up and did that. And so, yeah, asked a question about a past friend that's been dead for quite some time. That I've known my whole life. So, and yeah, came up and asked if a friend that used to do, like, shook my head. I used to do this
When you were kids?
Yeah, when we were kids, and
I didn't know them as kids.
no, not at all. I didn't know until high school. So, and he did all the time, and it's crazy to think that those Silver Boys said hi.
Yeah.
So how did you know that? How did that come to you?
Download, I guess, the best way to describe it.
So
He told me, and you were here, you just saw it all. I mean, I got teary-eyed,
Yeah.
because I know, but you question yourself, even as much as I've done, and you saw it happen.
Yeah.
Dude. And
Oh my God! And so
he told me that, though. Sorry to interrupt you. I mean, if you want to know, that's what he told me. As they were kids, he would do that all the time. And for when he comes here, this is like 2 weeks ago, by the way, or a week ago, to do that to him, because he will know. And you saw, so
it's incredible.
Yeah, it is.
And I think that's part of what we're doing here too, is like we're talking about a spiritual gift, healing, sometimes clairvoyance. It takes different forms.
Mm-hmm.
It's completely unexpected. To capture that, to share it, to help people restore their faith, to understand that there's more out there.
yeah.
Lots
You
more.
know? especially for
Not just certain kinds.
Yeah. Well, that goes back to that podcast that I was showing you that I've said for months now, thinking it versus saying it out loud, right? Because there are, right now, there's angels in here.
yeah,
There's what you want to call demons in here. That's definitely true, right? And that's why 90% of the time, like, and we talked about already, I think it, I don't even ask it. And that's a mic drop for the naysayers out there.
yep,
I'm not listening to that podcast with, they for some reason call him the Father. But, he was saying that about psychics and card readers. How did he put it? If they say something about your deceased grandmother, and then the person's like, how did he know that? My grandma told me that when I was a kid. It has to be my grandma. Except that then there's a demon in there listening too. And he's right about that. He's right. But you can have discernment shit. You can test that out. But what do you say when I don't say it out loud? What do you say when your Bible says only the one knows your mind and heart?
yeah,
None of that shit was said out loud. We talked about with Silverboy, nothing was spoken out loud. That came to me. Like everything else, it came to me. And I knew when I said it to him, he was going to be like, holy shit. Just as much as I got teary-eyed.
yeah,
Seeing it, So,
Just proving to you once some more that, hey, there you go.
yeah, I was proven, because I was hesitant to say,
Yeah.
fuck, I'm in a nervous wreck today. This is the first time telling this,
yeah,
but that's what they've been telling me the whole time and pushing me towards, so I'm going to do it, and
Yeah.
thankfully I got to do it with a good buddy.
Yeah.
absolutely.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, man.
You're stuck
Never
with
know.
me.
You can't take me out. You got to keep me here.
You're
Man.
stuck with me, so. I promise you that. I ain't
But
going
again,
nowhere.
not to repeat it, man. That's Silverboy reinforcing it
Yeah.
to you, but me.
Right.
This is what you're supposed to do. So, anyways,
Yeah.
man,
Appreciate it.
I appreciate you. Man.